Chapter 11 Force, Work and Energy. We will explore force, type of forces, energy, different forms of energy, effect of force, work. We often use the terms force, work and energy in our daily life. All these three terms are interrelated and are of great importance in our life. In this chapter, we will study about all of them in detail. Force. In most of our action, there is an involvement of push or pull. Through this push or pull, we try to change the original position of any object. This can be experienced in many actions, such as in carrying a bag, pushing a table, pedaling a bicycle, or hammering a nail. Thus, we can say that the applied action which tries to change the position of an object by a push or pull is known as force. When a push or pull acts as an object, the force is said to be applied. Application of a force not always alters the object position, but it does not mean that force is not applied there. Change in the position of object depend on the magnitude of applied force. Most of the actions that are performed in our daily lives involve pushing or pulling something. Thus, a force can be used to move a stationary object, stop a moving object, make a moving object move faster, slow down a moving object, change the direction of a moving object, change the shape and size of an object. Effects of force. Force is something that cannot be seen, but its effect can be felt and observed. Some effects of force are: a force can move a body at rest. It also increases the speed of a moving body. A force can slow down a moving body. It can also stop the moving body. A force can change the direction of a motion of a moving body. A force can change the shape of a body. Types of forces. There are different types of forces. Muscular force. When we push, pull or lift something, we apply muscular force. Gravitational force. On television, you must have seen astronauts floating in space. They are able to float because there is no gravitational force pulling them down. We are able to stay on the ground because of gravitational force. Frictional force. Why does a rolling ball stop after some time? This is because of the force of friction. Frictional force slows down the moving object. We are able to walk because of frictional force. Friction between the moving parts of a machine can be reduced by oil. Elastic force. A stretched rubber band regains its original position on being released because of elastic force. Elastic force arises when something deforms. Mechanical force. Most simple machines make use of mechanical force. For example, a pair of scissors uses mechanical force to cut something. Buoyant force. If we push down a mug or ball or a block of wood floating on water, we feel an upward thrust. The upward push of water on a floating object is called buoyant force or upthrust. This force acts on every object, even on you when you enter a swimming pool. Magnetic force. The force of push or pull that acts between two magnets or a magnet and a piece of metal such as iron and nickel is called magnetic force. This property of a magnet is called magnetism. Electrostatic force. At some point of time in our lives, we have viewed this trick in which a comb rubbed through dry hair is able to attract bits of paper. Scientifically, we would say that here electrostatic force comes into play. The comb is said to be get charged when rubbed through dry hair and attracts tiny bits of paper. This attraction is defined as electrostatic force. Science fun. Big breakthrough. Sir Isaac Newton discovered that a force is required to change the speed or direction of movement of an object. He explored and concluded that the force called gravity must make an apple fall from a tree or make humans and animals live on the spinning planet without being thrown off. Furthermore, he worked out that a force of gravity exists between all objects. Work. When force is applied on any object, it tries to change the position of the object. If an object moves through a distance in the direction of applied force, work is said to be done. It means work is done only if there is a change in a position of the object. In other words, worded output of applied force. Magnitude of the work done depend on the value of applied force. It can be both positive and negative. To perform our daily activity, we have to do work. From playing to walking, work is done everywhere. Change in the position of object is the necessary condition of work. If there is no change in the position of object, even after the application of force, work done is counted as zero. Free expansion, bursting of balloon, upward lifting of object while moving forward, or some cases where work is done is considered as zero. Work done in case of circular motion also counted as zero. In circular motion, initial and final position of object remain the same, which means that there is no change in the position coordinates. Due to this, displacement is counted as zero, which results in zero work done. Energy. Energy is defined as the ability to do work. To perform any kind of work, energy is the basic need. Energy is needed for growth of all living beings. It exists in various forms in nature. The largest source of energy is the sun. According to the availability of sources, energy is broadly characterized into two types. There are renewable energy and non-renewable energy. Renewable energy. Renewable energy is defined as the type of energy which can be renewed or replenished over a period of time. It is inexhaustible in nature. Solar energy, wind energy, and geothermal energy are renewable in nature. Non-renewable energy. Non-renewable energy is defined as a type of energy which cannot be replenished or renewed over a period of time. It is oxidable in nature. Energy obtained by the combustion of fossil fuel is non-renewable in nature. Different forms of energy. Heat energy. Heat is a form of energy. We use it for a lot of things like warming our homes, cooking our food. Most of the heat energy we use come from burning of fuels like coal, kerosene and petrol. Light energy. Light is nature's way of transforming energy through space. Some source of light energy are the sun, bulbs, tube light and a burning candle. Hydropower, water energy. Of the renewable energy sources that generate electricity, it is the hydropower that is mostly used. It is one of the oldest sources of energy. It was used thousands of years ago to turn a pedal wheel to grind grain. Because the source of hydropower is water, hydroelectric power plants must be located on a water source. Magnetic energy. Magnetic energy is defined as that energy which enables a magnet to exert magnetic force. It is a non-contact type of force. Magnetic energy is used in lifting containers, heavy iron blocks, separating iron scrap, etc. Electrical energy. Electrical energy is the movement of electrical charges. Electrical charges moving through a wire is called electricity. Most of the appliances that we use these days like washing machines, televisions, computer, tube lights, bulb and fans run on electricity. Mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is the energy which is possessed by our object due to its motion or due to its position. Mechanical energy can be either kinetic energy, energy of motion, or potential energy, stored energy of position. A moving car possesses mechanical energy due to its motion. Kinetic energy. A carpenter hitting the iron needle through a hammer uses mechanical energy. Wind energy. Wind energy is plentiful, renewable, widely distributed, clean and non-polluting. Therefore, it is considered to be more environment friendly than many other energy sources. Wind power is the conversion of the wind energy into a useful form such as electricity using wind turbines. Solar energy. Solar energy is the most rapidly available source of energy. It is most important source of energy because it is non-polluting. When we hang our clothes to dry in the sun, we use the energy of the sun. Similarly, solar panel absorb the energy of the sun to provide heat for cooking and lighting for the bulbs. Knowledge tree. Solar energy is a clean and inexhaustible type of energy. Nowadays, solar energy is used as alternative source of energy to run automobiles. Indian Railway launched its first solar-powered DEMU train on July 14, 2017 from Safardarganj, Delhi. Sound energy. Sound is the vibration transmitted through a solid, liquid, or gas. Sound is produced when a force is causing an object or a substance to vibrate. Some sources of sound energy are music system, musical instrument, and radios. Geothermal energy. The word geothermal comes from the Greek word geo, earth, and thermal, connected with heat. So, geothermal energy is heat from within the earth. We can use the steam and hot water produced inside the earth to heat buildings or generate electricity. Geothermal energy is renewable energy source because the water is replenished by rainfall and the heat is continuously produced inside the earth. Word bank. Force. The applied action which tries to change the position of an object. Friction. A force that tries to oppose motion. Work. Output of applied force. Magnetism. Push and pull applied by magnets on some metals. Energy. Ability to do work. Renewable energy. Energy which can be renewed or replenished over a period of time. Non renewable energy. Energy which cannot be renewed or replenished over a period of time.